Welcome to Inside the Islanders. I'm George Matthews. Guesting with me, number 20 of the Charlottetown Islanders, Mike DiPaolo. And, of course, when he's playing here at the East Link Center in Charlottetown, he does have that jersey, number 20. But for those in attendance here in Charlottetown, when they watch Mike DiPaolo, his physical presence, for most of the fans here in Charlottetown, they might think he's number 1. I want to go back to Ontario and you growing up around the Toronto area. Just give us a bit of a history of growing up in Ontario, playing minor hockey, and why you get involved with the sport.
Yeah, I played in Brantford my whole life, born and raised there. So I was lucky playing in a lot of tournaments in Wayne Gretzky Center, and I was fortunate enough to win a couple tournaments. And then Walter coming out on the ice, he's always there every tournament. So I was lucky as a kid to see him a lot, and I think a lot of kids take that for granted.
Walter Gretzky, of course, I had a chance to, over a couple of tournaments, golf tournaments here over the last summers here on PEI, had a chance to meet Walter. He's a very special guy. Yeah,
he is. He's always around the community, always around. He's always in my high school, my little brother's elementary school, and he supports the community well, and the community treats him well too.
Mike, of course, and we talk about support here, but you've got to have support from family and as well. You've got family, you've got next-door neighbors and so on, trying to give you some support when you're playing and growing up with minor hockey. Obviously, your mom is a big factor in her support.
Yeah, for sure, and she's here right now supporting me through the last couple games of the season. And huge thanks goes out to my parents, my mom, my dad, and even my grandparents, and my little brothers too. Always being a pain there, wanting to play road hockey all the time. So dusting up my skills a little bit.
Very good. There's no doubt about that. Favorite coach growing up as far as minor hockey is concerned? Somebody that perhaps might jump out in front of you just when I ask you that question.
Yeah, there's probably two guys. Throughout my childhood, Don Riley, he helped me improve and learn the game of hockey well, and he gave me a lot of opportunity. And in my final 2 years before my draft, Major Bantam and Minor Midget, Terry Penner, he really taught me the systems and how to play a strong defensive game, and huge thanks goes out to those two.
Now, when it comes to growing up in Ontario, playing minor hockey and playing a ton of minor hockey, before you get to major junior, is there a favorite hockey memory that you might have growing up in the Brantford area?
When I was a younger, like Pee-wee around there, and our team was really good, one of the best. I think I was playing MD at the time, and we would be entering AAA tournaments, and we won. I remember we won this tournament in overtime, and I happened to score a goal. Those don't come too often, but I remember that one specific, and it was pretty nice.
What about when you look at the type of role that you can sometimes play in a game, and that's that physical presence that we've seen here in Charlottetown? You take a look at your size as far as a player is concerned, coming in at 6'4", as well, of course, around 215 pounds, Mike. That's obviously an advantage for you. But the fights that I described this year that you've been involved with, you're able to fire either from the right side or the left, but there's also agility and balance that's required. Yeah,
it's tough, and especially when you're up against another big guy, they're strong too, and once they get a hold of you, and they'll try and shake it, so you got to stay on balance for sure. And I'm lucky to have to be able to throw with both hands. It certainly helps me out and keeps my opponents on edge.
Now, this is a role, of course, that you've taken on, and you certainly you take this role on with a lot of respect, knowing that who you have to go up against at times. I've watched some of your videos here in the last 24 hours. Is there a fight that sort of jumps out at you over your major junior career that is perhaps more significant than any of the others?
I remember even there's a couple this year, but the one before Christmas break, it was on Sportsnet, so against Armada, against Strong, so. That was a good one, toe to toe. It was just a good battle. Yeah.
What about your stay in Charlottetown here so far? We said that you're here for, again, 6 or 7 months at this particular point. Your thoughts on the city, the province, and the organization overall?
Yeah, this is my first time out here, and I got the call from Grand, and I just hopped in my car and had the road trip out here. But no, the island's great. Everyone's great. My billets are unbelievable. Mike J and Debbie Stead, they definitely take care of me, and. No, just the team here is great. All the guys, everyone on the island, and yeah.
When you're one of the new kids in town, obviously, as you came in after training camp took place, sometimes it's the easiest thing to do is just step back and not get too involved. But that's not what you've done here in Charlottetown. You've been out with the organization in the community, winning an award at the team's banquet the other night as far as community involvement is concerned. That's going to be pretty special for you.
Yeah, especially coming from the mayor there, the Mayor's Choice Award. It's quite an honor, just especially being the new guy, like you said. I definitely took that one in and cherished that one. Yeah.
What about this hockey club? Is it's about to make entry into the playoffs? Who we are going to play at this particular point, we really don't know, but it's certainly going to be an interesting and energized opening round.
Yeah, we've been playing. Our last couple games have been great hockey. We gave Halifax a good goal the other night. The team's turning around. We're starting to pick it up, and it's good time, and certainly going into the playoffs here.
Now, you're playing as a 20-year-old right now in Major Junior. You do have a year left if that option is picked up by either Charlottetown or another Major Junior hockey club. What are the expectations hockey-wise for you post-Major Junior, whether that comes this year or the following season? What would you like to do hockey-wise?
Yeah, for sure. Pro is always, that's why you play as a kid. That's why I'm playing now. To achieve that pro level, that's the dream come true. But if not, then for sure, just go to school and get my education and see where that takes me.
Favorite team growing up? Favorite player in the National Hockey League?
Favorite player has to be Gretzky. That's why I was number 9 my whole life until this year. But number 99's retired back home, so you can only be number 9. But favorite team has to be the Leafs. Just closest team, and growing up watching them play, and Matt Sundin, those guys.
That's Mike DiPaolo. I'm George Matthews. You've been watching Inside the Islanders.